Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Bus. I'm Prasar Bharati. Coming up in the next half an hour. Co-host United States of America stunned Pakistan in super over thriller in a major upset in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. India bids farewell to its legendary soccer player Sunil Chhetri. Chhetri bids farewell to international football after a career spanning 2 decades, leaving as India's second highest goal scorer with 94 goals. Thanks fans for their support throughout his journey. Iga Swiatek reaches Roland Garros final, outsmarts Coco Gauff 6-2, 6-4 to face Jasmine Paolini in the title clash. In men's singles semi-finals, Carlos Alcaraz to face Yannick Sinner. We'll first start with ICC Men's T20 World Cup. United States handed a shocking defeat to Pakistan in their T20 World Cup match in Dallas on Thursday. The game had loads of twists and turns before it went right down to the super over, where the co-hosts emerged victorious. Earlier, Babar Azam scored 44 off 43 as Pakistan posted 159 for 7 in 20 overs. Chasing the target of 160, the US ended at 159 for 3 in the stipulated overs. With the hosts needing 5 runs to win off the final ball, Nitish Kumar smashed Harris Roff for a 4 to take the game to super over. US set a target of 19 runs for Pakistan in the super over, with the latter team ending at 13 in reply. Having already beaten Canada in their opener by 7 wickets, Group A leaders USA now have a great chance of making the Super 8's round. The top 2 from the 4 groups progress to the last 8 of the tournament. This is the first time that the ICC has staged a major tournament in the United States, who are sharing hosting duties with the West Indies. All right, and DD India's correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya joins us from New York to discuss more on the big upset. Tapas, how do you see this huge upset? Is it Pakistan lost the plot, or it's just USA was better on the day?
Right, I think both factors worked. Pakistan probably took American team too lightly. That was their downfall. America was actually doing really well. If you take a close look at their the last few months, the way they actually played, especially the T20 cricket they have been playing, they played as a team, and it showed in their performance. The captain was leading from the front. He scored the half century. Monak Patel scored the 50 run, and all the players who came, who chipped in when when Pakistan were batting. It didn't look like they were playing as a team. There were rumors of a strife between various camps in the team. People are not happy. This is a report coming in with Captain Babar Azam. People are saying that there are different groups in the team who are working in different directions. So those reports before the World Cup started probably had had dented the confidence of the team, and when the match started, they found themselves down almost immediately. If you take a close look at the power play innings, you will find that in the 6th mandatory power play, Pakistan scored 30 runs with a loss of 3 wickets. And if you take a close look at the way American team played, they had in their power play they had 44 runs with a loss of just 1 wicket. It's only Shaheen Afridi who came out with the last late flurry, which actually saw the Pakistan team score 159 runs. They actually couldn't touch the 160 mark. So that was another point that they need to understand. In the super over, we saw the way Saurav Netrawal bowled that exceptional over. They just didn't consider one boundary, but the way he bowled that amazing over, in a way, it's a full circle for Saurav, and it gives you confidence that the game of cricket has a huge potential here in America, and the win of this team has shown that they have the power, they have the wherewithal. And you see now the group has opened up big time in this particular T20 World Cup.
Well, definitely. Tapas, definitely. I was just saying that Babar Azam, in fact, was not looking really happy, when the match went to super over as well. But Tapas, Pakistan is known for their bowlers. But in this match, they failed to deliver. I mean, what do you assess?
Right, you are bang on there. In fact, one expected that the Pakistan team with their current lineup with Shaheen Shah Afridi, Mohammad Amir, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf, they are what you call world-class pacers, and they have shown over the years, they have the power, they have the guile to disrupt any batting lineup. But here against this particular US team, they found themselves in a very tricky situation. Somewhere down the line, if you take a close look at the wickets column, you will realize that only Mohammad Amir, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf got 1 wicket each, and again their economy rate was quite high. Shaheen Shah Afridi went wicketless. That doesn't augur well for a bowler of his caliber, who is again mainstay of the Pakistani bowling lineup. He had an economy rate of over 8 runs per over. In his 4 overs, he's conceded 33 runs. Again, not something that you expect from a bowler of this magnitude. Mohammad Amir, although his economy rate was just over 6, but again, you expect somebody with the kind of stature, with the kind of experience that he has, and he was brought back in the national side because of his specialization in the T20 cricket. Didn't deliver that knockout punch that was so much required, especially when the American batters were going really well in the first half in the power play. They really wanted to break through. They wanted at least 3 to 4 wickets in the power play. That didn't happen. Again, Haris Rauf was very, very expensive. Just to put it in perspective, in the 4 overs, Haris Rauf has given away 37 runs, just getting 1 wicket, and economy rate of over 9. Again, that doesn't augur well. It's an amazing class act, but in this particular match, he found it going really difficult. So, in many regards, you realize that the Pakistan's main weapon, which is their bowling lineup, failed to deliver when it mattered the most. Though one may just say that this is just the first match, they might like to bounce back and make the most of it. But it's not going to be easy. It's a group where India is there. A US team has won 2 matches and right now top of the table. So it's not going to be easy in this particular group, and it will require a Herculean task for Pakistan to make it to the next stage.
Well, Tapas, how do you see this big upset changing the dynamics of the group?
Right, the Group A actually is right now wide open. Why I'm saying this? The United States have played 2 matches, they won 2, and they have 4 points. In fact, they are topping the group. Who would have thought that when the match, when the World Cups, T20 World Cup started, that in a group which is dominated by India, Pakistan, Ireland, it's United States which is going to top the table. So that's one thing. Now, secondly, you have India, which just played 1 match. They have won their match against Ireland. So the big match that is coming up on 9th of June against Pakistan, that's going to be a cliffhanger. It will decide who will make it to the next round. But again, looking at the form, looking at the way Indian team is playing, one would say that they are favourites to win against Pakistan. Again, you can't rule out Pakistan. They have shown over the years that whenever the chips are down, whenever you rule them out, they come back viciously. They come back strongly. So it's something that one will be wary of. The other 2 teams, Canada, Ireland, are at the bottom half. So there won't be much of a competition there. But the competition will be with United States, India, and Pakistan. And it will be interesting to see who will top this group. and go further in the Super 8 stage. And that's going to be a major point contention in this particular T20 World Cup. Group A wide open with this historic win by America over Pakistan.
All right, thank you so much, Tapas Bhattacharya, for your assessment. We'll keep taking updates from you on this. Well, Scotland continues their impressive start to the T20 World Cup with a 5-wicket victory over Namibia in Barbados. With 40 needed from the last 4 overs in pursuit of 156, Michael struck the experienced David Wees for 2 sixes in the 17th over to swing the game in Scotland's favour with 19 runs coming from 6 balls. Michael crashed another 6 in the following over before falling for 35 from 17 balls. But with only 9 more needed, the decisive hand had been played. Captain Richie Berrington ended 47 not out as Scotland won the 9 balls to spare when he hit another 6. Sunil Chhetri's retirement marks the end of an era in Indian football. With an outstanding record of 94 international goals amassed over more than 2 decades, Chhetri stands as a revered figure in Indian football history. His journey, marked by perseverance and excellence, has set a benchmark for future generations of footballers.
India's legendary footballer and icon Sunil Chhetri retired from international football, drawing curtains on a 19-year-long career. An emotional Chhetri played his last game against Kuwait in a World Cup qualifier at the Salt Lake Stadium, which ended on a 0-0 draw. Thousands cheered a tearful Sunil Chhetri off the pitch after his last match, bringing to a close an international career which put him among the world's all-time leading scorers. Nearly 59,000 fans came to watch the captain's swan song in Kolkata, a remarkable turnout in a country where football comes a distant second to cricket in popularity. An emotional Chhetri waved to crowds and pressed his palms together in thanks as he departed the field. He wiped away tears as he walked through an honor guard formed by his teammates to see him off the pitch. In an emotional night, Chhetri said, "The ones who have watched in videos, the ones who have taken autographs, the old-time supporters, thank you everyone. This 19 years would not have been possible without each and every one of you, and I genuinely mean it. I want to speak from my heart. Sobhai bhalo thakben, khushi thakben. Everyone stay well, everyone stay happy." Chhetri started his professional football career in Kolkata 22 years ago and hung up his boots on the international stage in the same city, the city of joy, with tears in his eyes. Chhetri's retirement marks the end of an era in Indian football. With an outstanding record of 94 international goals amassed over more than 2 decades, the 39-year-old forward is only behind Cristiano Ronaldo, Iran's retired Ali Dai, and Lionel Messi in the all-time international scorers list. Among his many achievements, Chhetri played a pivotal role in India's victory at the Nehru Cup in 2007, 2009 and 2012, showcasing his remarkable skills and contribution to the team's success. Apart from this, he also helped India win the 2011, 2015, 2021 and 2023 SAP championships. Chhetri led India to victory in the 2008 AFC Challenge Cup with a hat-trick in the final, which helped India qualify for its first AFC Asian Cup in 27 years. Chhetri's achievements are particularly extraordinary given the context of Indian football, which has majorly struggled to make a mark throughout the talismanic striker's career. Chhetri stands as a revered figure in Indian football history. His journey, marked by perseverance and excellence, has set a benchmark for future generations of footballers. As Chhetri retires, he leaves behind a legacy that has deeply inspired numerous fans and athletes. DD India wishes adieu to the nation's football icon. Sports Desk, DD India.
And Narayan Singh joins us from newsroom to talk more on this. Narayan, a really emotional moment when Sunil Chhetri retired. And very emotional moment for all the fans, all the Chhetri fans, not just in India but across the world. When he was crying while leaving the field, it was a very emotional moment, very sentimental moment.
True, Siddharth. If you take a look at the journey of this great player who adored the blue jersey for 19 years, and we can say that truly it's an emotional moment for the Indian football, because we know that what kind of football Sunil Chhetri has played in the last 19 years. He started his journey with the club football in 2002, and after that he joined many clubs, and in 2005 he made his India debut, and after that we know the story. In 150 international matches he scored 94 goals for India, and he is not only the highest goal scorer for India, but in the list of the active players he is at the third player in the list of the highest goal scorer after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. So it shows the quantum of the Sunil Chhetri's impact on the Indian football. And if you talk about the way he played football, not only he is the, we can say, the great goal scorer, but also the way he inspired the generations with his footballing skills. And we know that at a time when the football stadium fans are not coming to the football stadium, he just urged the fans through social media to just come to the stadium and just cheer up your players. Then we saw that large number of players just gathered to the stadium, and we saw that with his appeal, we can say that these kind of players are a once in a generation, and who plays for their country and inspires the young breed. And we can say that with the not only on the football field, that in the coming generation of the young players will also inspire by the journey of the Sunil Chhetri, and he has left a vibrant football culture in India. And today if you take a look, the youth of the country are just, we can say that they are just attracted by the football. They are watching the English Premier League, they are watching the Champions League, they are watching the La Liga, they are following the football. It's a lot of credit goes to Sunil Chhetri also.
Right. In today's generation, if people are watching football, Indian fans are watching football, they're watching La Liga, they're watching different tournaments, credit somewhere goes to Sunil Chhetri as well. And you've rightly mentioned it, not just on the field, off the field also, Narayan, he was a superhero. But one thing I want to ask you, that after Sunil Chhetri, who? That's the question, because he has left a big void in Indian football.
Definitely, if you talk about Sunil Chhetri, as we earlier mentioned, he is a class player, and players like Chhetri comes once in a generation, and it's difficult to fill that voice. And we can say that there are many talented players in India right now, but they have to follow the determination, they have to follow the hard work of Sunil Chhetri, what he did for the country. And if you take a look, the achievements by the Sunil Chhetri, he won multiple laurels, won Nehru Cup, won SAF Championship, and helped India to qualify for the AFC Asian Cup, also to break in the FIFA rankings. A lot of achievements Sunil Chhetri has achieved in his career of the 19 years. So all in all, we can say that it's difficult, but the kind of talent, the kind of facilities for the Indian sport, especially right now, the things are going in the Indian sport soon, or sooner or later we will see that we will have some top-notch international footballers, international players who will come to the fore and just play for the not only for the Indian club and the I-League, but also in the various European clubs. We saw in 2010 Sunil Chhetri joined the MLS side, Kinsard Wizard City, and after that he also played for a Portuguese side around 2 years after playing with the MLS soccer club. So all in all, he did, and the next generation of footballer will try to follow Sunil Chhetri.
Definitely, Narayan. Now, football in India is certainly picking up pace. Gradually, it is picking up pace. But what is the ground report, Narayan? What is being done to promote football, especially at grassroots, where the champions are actually created?
We talk about the grassroots level, a lot of work has been done in the Indian football. Government are doing multiple, we can say, schemes are rolling to help the Indian football, especially if we talk about in the recent past, we saw that under 17 Men's World Cup was organized in India, and after that Women's Under-19 World Cup was also organized in India. It shows that India is trying to attract the FIFA also, and FIFA is also, we know that the FIFA president at that time is also said that India is a sleeping giant of the football. In the past they have done exceptionally well, and we have to follow the right track, and we know that through the various schemes also the Indian football can be put at the different level. As I mentioned earlier, in today's young generation are very much attracted towards the game of the football, and our young generation are, we can say that rather than cricket they are playing football also. So in that sense government also trying to bridge the gap between the popularity of the football and cricket, and in the near future definitely we will see that many footballers will come, and definitely they will help India to be there to qualify for the FIFA World Cup also, and in the near future also we will see that our many young footballers will play for the European clubs also.
Thank you so much for your analysis, Narayan. Gareth Southgate's named his final 26-man England squad for Euro 2024 in Germany. DD India's Ollie Barrett reports from London.
Well, the biggest names to miss out from the expanded 33-man squad heading into the confirmed 26-man squad are certainly Jack Grealish and Harry Maguire, perhaps James Maddison of Spurs as well. Grealish misses out on form after a season for Man City in which he hasn't played as much, he admits, as he would have liked, and hasn't played as well, he admits, as he would have liked, but certainly a big omission from Gareth Southgate nonetheless. Harry Maguire's omission is about an injury that he hasn't been able to overcome in time to be fit for the tournament. He's talked about being devastated, and even though Harry Maguire has at times had a difficult couple of years for Manchester United in terms of form and in terms of being in and out of the team, he's always been a key figure in defence for Gareth Southgate in recent years. So that is a major loss for the England manager. There are therefore some inexperienced players in defence. Will Mark Gurhey partner John Stones in central defence, for example? That's one of the key questions. John Stones also hasn't played much for Manchester City this season. England do have an issue at left back. Luke Shaw has had an injury, hasn't played much in recent months, is in the squad. Gareth Southgate thinks he should be available at some point during the tournament and has taken the gamble, therefore, to include him, particularly as there aren't really any other out-and-out left backs in England's squad. There is certainly an issue around England's defence. Midfield is considered to be strong. Declan Rice is in there, the Arsenal midfielder, but you also have some newish players as well for the England squad. Adam Wharton does go to Germany despite only having started playing in the Premier League for Crystal Palace this calendar year. England certainly feel that they have a lot of attacking options. They have Phil Foden in the side, voted best player in the Premier League this season in some competitions. We have Jude Bellingham, considered by many the best player in La Liga this season as well. Harry Kane up front scored a load of goals for Bayern Munich. As I say, many feel that England's issues at the tournament, if there are to be any, may well be in defence. England have their final chance to look at players before the tournament in a match setting later on when they take on Iceland on Friday, and then their first game at Euro 2024 will be Serbia on June the 16th. Ollie Barrett in London, reporting for DD India.
And it's time for updates from Roland Garros. Now, defending champion Iga Swiatek took a big step towards third successive French Open title by dismantling Thierry American third seed Coco Gauff 6-2, 6-4 in their semi-final on Thursday. Four-time Grand Slam champion Swiatek also extended her dominance over Gauff by sealing an 11th victory in 12 meetings and will head into a Saturday showdown with Jasmine Paolini. Soaking up the applause at the sun-drenched court, Philippe Chatrier, Madrid and Rome champion Swiatek secured victory on serve and equaled her 18-match winning streak on the sport's slowest surface between Stuttgart and Warsaw in 2022. While Jasmine Paolini crushed Russian teenager Mira Andreeva 6-3, 6-1 on Thursday to bulldoze her way into the French Open final and continue Italy's Roland Garros fairy tale. The diminutive 28-year-old is the first Italian player to reach the final on the Paris clay since doubles partner Sara Errani in 2012. Paolini, who used a booming forehand to devastating effect on court Philippe Chatrier, will face the ultimate challenge in Iga Swiatek after world number 1 made light work of Coco Gauff in other semi-final. Andreeva had won her previous match against Paolini in Madrid in April. However, she failed to make the most of few opportunities she had and made too many unforced errors to stand a chance in what was both players' first appearance in a Grand Slam semi-final. Tennis world number 1 Novak Djokovic posted on his Instagram handle on Thursday saying he underwent successful surgery on his knee. Djokovic was forced to pull out of the French Open with an injury that could threaten his Wimbledon and Olympic chances. The injury, sustained in his 4th round win over Francisco Cerundolo, ended the Serbian's quest to win a record-extending 25th Grand Slam trophy and will result in him losing his top ranking to Italian Jannik Sinner on Monday. The iconic Olympic rings were seen at the base of Eiffel Tower on Thursday, a day before they are set to be mounted on the Paris landmark. The Eiffel Tower will be a central part of the Paris Olympics, marking the 38 kilometers point of the marathon, while the beach volleyball event will be held at its base. The Olympic fame will be positioned at the Jardin des Tuileries near Louvre. The games will run from July 26 to August 11. That's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. But do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Prasar Bharati from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching Sports Buzz.